This is elementalwithmike.com. My name is Mike Pierce. Welcome. Today, we are going to do Hatha Yoga. Specifically, we are going to do the basic session in the Sivananda Companion to Yoga book, which is one I happen to like because it does lots of things. We're going to stick pretty close to the book. We're going to do a few extra neck rolls. We're going to do a few extra exercises before the Lotus position because most people can't get into it. So there's some warm-ups and stretches that are kind of helpful. We're not going to do the Locust because with my back and groin issues, I can't seem to do it. Maybe I could, maybe someday. Anyways, today we're going to do mostly everything with 3 breaths, so it should be a fairly short session. Okay? I'm not a huge fan of the headset, but it stays out of the way compared to the other microphones I have, and if I just use the ones from the cameras, it's very echoey. So we'll give it a try. I've used it a couple times now, and it seems to work pretty well. So here we go. So the first thing you need to do is get seated, either cross-legged, easy position, half lotus, which is the one I find most comfortable, full lotus if you want to do it, but somehow get down on your mat. And we're going to start with neck rolls. So we're going to inhale, exhale 1, inhale, exhale 2, to 3, and then we'll move on from there. Okay? Here we go. One, 2, 3. I'm going to go side to side. One, 2, 3. Side to side. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we're going to go up to one side, inhaling, then down to the other side, exhaling. And we're going to do that, and then we're going to switch after 3 breaths. Okay, here we go. One, 2, 3. Now we're going to switch sides. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we're going to go over and up, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is roll our neck round and round 3 times one way, 3 times the other way. Okay? 3. 3. There's no real good way to do that. Next, we're going to move on to shoulders. Okay, so first it's just going to be quick. One side, then the other side to 3, then both sides to 3, and we'll move on from there. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. Now we're going to go up and hold, up and hold, up and hold. So 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to roll them 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we're going to move on to eye exercises. So you're going to look forward and you're going to inhale 1, 2, 3 to 10. Then exhale 11 to 20. Come back to center and go side to side. The same thing. Inhale to 10, exhale to 20. You will not hear me counting because there's no good way to do this. And then back to center, and then this diagonal, and then this diagonal. Okay, and try and keep your jaw kind of loose and don't let it, that tends to want to happen. Okay? Here we go. There you go. Okay, so then we're going to look up, circle 3 times one way, circle 3 times the other way. Basically just inhaling while you do one way, exhaling while you do the other way. And here we go. There you go. The last thing on the eyes, what you want to do is put your hand out in front of you with a thumb up, and you're going to take your eyes and you're going to focus on the thumb. You're going to focus on something a little ways away from you, and then something as far away as you can look. So for me, I'm looking at my thumb, then the doorway, and then down the hallway. Is kind of how I'm going to do it. And you're going to go back and forth 3 times. So we're going to go there, 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 there. 1, there, 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 there. 2, there, 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 there. 3. It's kind of a weird one. It's something that, it's in the book, but it's also something like eye doctors recommend. For like when you're driving, sometimes you would look from your dashboard to the hood out to the car in front of you and back. Like, as long as there's you can manage this without getting an accident. They kind of tell you to do that to help your eye learn to focus on different things. Because we tend to just look at this for a while or that for a while. So it's apparently helpful. Okay, next you do something called palming. So you rub your hands together, get them a little warm, put them over your eyes, and just leave them there for a minute. Gently. 1. 2. 3. Okay. All right. So next, we're going to do the goofiest thing we do, which is called the lion pose. So you're going to sit on your knees or on your heels, however you want to say it, and you're going to arch your back, flay out your fingers like this. You're going to look up, stick your tongue out, and say ah. Take a big breath. Say ah for kind of as long as you can. We're going to do it 3 times. You feel like a moron, but just do it anyways. Okay, there we go. That was loads of fun. Now, we're into the sun salutation. We're just going to do 3 rotations or rounds of it. So, you go to one end of your mat, and you put your feet together, and put your hands together like you're going to pray. And then you arch back, kind of look at one spot on the ceiling so you don't fall over, and you inhale. And then as you come forward, you exhale, put your hands on the mat, palms against the mat, even if you have to bend your knees like I am. You exhale. Left foot back. Kind of rock forward, look up and inhale. Hold it. Put your right foot back. Exhale. Inhale as you kind of come up. And then I always hold for an extra breath. So exhale, because it relaxes my lower back. Then inhale. Then up into kind of a bridge. And rock back to stretch your calves and exhale. Left foot forward. And rock forward, look up and inhale. Right foot forward. Exhale. Inhale and go up, all the way up. Arch back. Exhale and back to the beginning position. Okay, there's one. Let's do it again with less talking. Here we go. Up. Down to the mat. Palms flat. Left foot back. Right foot back. Down. Extra breath. Up. The arch. Left foot forward. Right foot forward. All the way up. Back to the beginning. There's 2. Again, up. And down. Left foot back. Right foot back. Down. Up. Extra breath. Up to the arch. Calves. Left foot forward. Right foot forward. All the way up. And back to the beginning. Okay. Now back down on the mat. It's a really good warm-up thing. You can do 5, 10, 15 rounds of it. It really gets you going. You get kind of in a rhythm. Okay, next we're going to do some leg exercises. So you lay back on your mat. Take our right leg and just go up and down 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Left leg. 1, 2, 3. Okay, your right leg, this time grab it, stretch to it, and 3 breaths. 1, 3. Okay. Other side. 3 breaths. 1. 2. 3. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, your right knee, bring it up and single wind relieving. So wrap your arms around it and keep your other leg straight for 3 breaths. 1. 2. 3. Okay, the other side, left side. 1. 2. 3. Okay. Now, we're going to do leg lifts. We're actually do 10 of them, not 3. So put your hands under your butt a little bit toward your legs. And do 10 of them. Inhale as you go up, exhale as you go down. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay, now we're going to do double wind relieving. So bring both knees up to your chest and wrap your arms around them. Put your head back to rest your neck. And rock side to side while we do 3 breaths. 1. Try not to fall over. 2. 3. Okay, hold the position. Lift your head up, but use your legs to rock forwards and backwards while we do 3 more breaths. 1. 2. 3. Okay. Next, we're going to do the headstand. For safety reasons, I always do it against the wall. It just makes sense. If you've ever fallen over backwards, it's very jarring and it can hurt you. But you're more than welcome to do it in the middle of the room if you feel comfortable with it. But this seems like a safer way to do it. So what you want to do, if you've never done one, is you put your hands like this on the mat, and that kind of gets you your distances, okay? Do it towards you for a second. And you're going to go out like this, and that's this hole here is where you're going to put your head, okay? So down like this, and then put it in, get up on one foot, one leg in the air, then use that upper leg to kind of swing up. And then there you go. That's a little hard. Anyways, we're going to do 3 breaths with legs straight up, and then 3 breaths with our legs split. So here we go. 1. 2, 3. Split your legs. 1, 2, 3. Bring your legs back together. Bring one leg down and come down on it. Then the other leg. And we're going to go into the child's pose, which is like this. And then just straight down, 3 breaths. Kind of rest on your forehead. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next, we're going to go into a series starting with the shoulder stand, okay? Get all my junk tucked back in. Okay, so you want to lay on your mat. Get my mat back positioned halfway decent. That's probably about right. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we start with the shoulder stand. So you lay on your back, hands out at your sides, palms down, and you're going to use your palms and arms to kind of push you up. So you go up, you get your hands in the small of your back, and you kind of walk yourself up. Okay. 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Next, we're going to go into the plow. So all you're going to do is you're going to kind of fold your legs down, kind of bring them down over your head, and then take your arms, clasp your hands behind you, and then you kind of roll backwards until your feet hit. Hopefully they hit. If not, just do the best you can. Try and keep your legs straight. 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go to the bridge. So you kind of roll yourself back, but don't come out. And you get your palms kind of on your hips with your thumbs out, unless you can hurt yourself. And you kind of come down onto your hands and elbows. Kind of like a bridge. Rotate your hands a little bit. And then get your feet together, straight out, and do 3 breaths like this. Here we go. 1. And notice my thumbs are out. 2. 3. The best way out of this, you bring one foot back towards you, and you lift up like you're going to go back into the shoulder stand, and then you just roll out of it. There we go. Okay. Now, probably should have stayed in that direction, because the next thing is the fish. So you're going to lay back again, and you're going to put your hands under your butt. You're going to come up on your elbows. Then you're going to rest your head on the top. Rest on the top of your head for 3 breaths. 1. 2. 3. Just bring your head back, sit down, use your feet to kind of get your hands out, and sit back up. Okay, next is the forward bend. So, you're going to sit on your mat sideways, like I am. And feet together, legs straight. You're going to reach up and kind of rock a little bit, like you're reaching for something. Bend at the waist and kind of sweep down and grab your toes, assuming you can. Okay, now we're going to do 3 breaths, gently pulling. 1. 2. 3. Kind of reach forward as you come up. There you go. Okay, next we're going to do the cobra followed by the bow. And both of these things I am terrible at because I am not very flexible. In my head, I'm doing a great job. Then I look over at the TV monitor or a mirror and I realize I'm doing a terrible job. But do the best you can. So you want to lay on your belly. Hopefully you're more flexible than I am. Or have less inflammation, whatever the case is. When you start, you actually start with using your back muscles to lift you up, not your hands. So you kind of come up, then you use your hands to go kind of the rest of the way, and then you bend your legs. 3 breaths. And you look up. 1. 2. 3. Come down. And the one that's even worse is this one, which is the bow. So you grab your ankles. When I do this, I really think I'm doing it. I look over at the TV and I'm like, this is terrible. Okay, so you're going to kind of lift up. You push back with your legs to kind of lift you up. And you kind of want to rock forward, especially guys, so you get off your junk. All right, you do. Here we go. 3 breaths. 1. 2. 3. Gently come down. I always do kind of a quick little reverse as I come up. Okay, next we're going to do the half spinal twist. Now, I'll do this facing you because it's the easiest way to explain this. So you sit on your heels, and then you, like in this, the first one, we're going to go to the right. So you sit off to the right, okay? And you take your left leg, you bring it around, like that. Now, it always takes me 2 tries to get into this. They want you to just kind of swing in and do it. It takes me 2 tries. So you kind of come over. I got to kind of push my leg out of the way a little bit. And reposition myself and grab my foot. Turn to twist to the left. And 3 breaths. 1. 2. 3. Kind of let go of your foot. Come out of it. Come back up. We'll go to the other side. So now sit to the left. You bring your right foot around. And you kind of swing around, kind of get it out of the way. And then grab your foot. Sorry about all the squeaking. This yoga mat squeaks a lot. All right, twist to your right. 3 more breaths. 1. 2. 3. Okay, and so you just kind of let go of your foot and then come back out of it. Okay, now, next it tells us to do the lotus position, which most people cannot do. So we're going to do some warm-up exercises first, okay? All right, so first one's the butterfly. So what you do, put your feet together, you go up and down, and this one, I can't help the squeaking. There's just nothing I can do about it. Anyways, we're going to count to 60, okay? I'll try and do what I can to minimize the squeaking. Okay, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Okay, stay in that position and pull your heels in the best you can. You're going to put your elbows into your knees, grab your ankles, lean forward and press down for 3 breaths. Here we go. 1. 2. 3. Oh, yeah. Whew. Okay. Turn sideways on your mat and lay on your back. The last warm-up thing we're going to do is called through the hole. Okay? So you lay on your back, your knees up, and put your right leg, right calf basically across your left thigh like this. Okay? And you're going to take your right hand, run it through the hole, and grab your left calf. Then you're going to use your left hand to grab your left knee, and you're going to put your forehead to your left knee for 3 breaths. It's twisting up like a pretzel here. Here you go. Ready? Here we go. 1. 2. 3. Okay, and down. Switch sides. So now your left calf goes over your right thigh. Your left hand goes through the hole and grabs your right calf. And your right hand grabs your right knee. And you're going to go the forehead to that knee for 3 more breaths. Here we go. 1. 2. 3. So in getting into the lotus position, those are the 3 exercises, stretches, whatever you want to call it, that I found most helpful. I'll release one on a bunch of different stretches you can use, but those are the 3 that I found most helpful. Okay, there's 2 ways to do the lotus position. The traditional way is you start with the right foot, put it nice and high on your thigh. The higher you can get it, the better. And then you're going to put your left foot on top. Okay. The easiest way to do this is get assuming you can do it, nice and high, and then you lean forward, and that brings this knee down. And you just kind of, there you go. And, still have a ways to go. Cushion under you makes this easier as far as sitting up straight and getting your knees on the mat. If the bottom foot hurts a lot, it's usually because it's not high enough up and it's being twisted. If this hurts a lot, just move around a little bit and you'll find a spot that's not. Now, assuming you're in this position, if you're not, sit in a half lotus and just play along. What we're going to do is a few stretches here real quick just while we let all this stretch. Kind of killing time, but it is useful. So we're going to twist to the right, we're going to twist to the left, we're going to bend forward, we're going to do a few things. So inhale and twist to the right. Inhale, twist to the left. That's a nice pop. Inhale, bend forward. Okay. Now this, try not to fall over. So you're going to take your hands together like a gun over your head. And inhale, and then bend to the right. Just till you're unstable. Try not to fall over. To the left. What's funny about the twisting and this bending is you'll usually find one side that's either better than the other significantly or one that hurts worse than the other significantly. It's kind of surprising. Anyways, so that's the lotus position. We're going to do it a second time, but we're going to switch our feet first. So, one off, take them out, give them a little shake out. Now we're going to start with the left foot. Everything in balance. So, left foot first, nice and high on your thigh. And again, this is the easiest way I've found, at least. And then you bend forward to get that knee down. And then you just pop it up. There you go. And this is not, like I'm not great at this, but once you kind of get it a few times and you've sat in this position for a little bit, you can feel it stretching in here. You feel it stretching a bit in here. And you just want to be careful, because if you just manhandle yourself into it, there's a good chance you're going to hurt yourself. So you just want to be gentle. That's why we do the warm-up exercises. There's some other ones you can do as well. And you just want to kill time in this position. Even if it's count your breath, read the yoga book, I don't know, do something. So anyways, we're going to do the exact same thing. We're just going to twist to the right, twist to the left, bend forward, and bend to both sides. Okay, so here we go. To the right. That's a good pop. Forward. Oh. Yeah, with the right foot on top, forward is actually harder. Don't know why. Okay, hand like a gun, come up, inhale, and bend to the right. And don't fall over. There we go. That's the lotus position both ways, the traditional way and the opposite. I tend to do both, just, I don't know why you wouldn't, but no, I'm not a super expert, I guess. So, that's that. Almost done. Next, we're going to do the crow. Okay, so give them a little, there we go. The crow, let's see, the best way to probably show this is straight at you. So, come up on the balls of your feet. Hands down, you're going to put your elbows into your knees. You're going to push out with your elbows and squeeze in with your knees. And then you're going to rock forward onto your hands and get your feet off the ground. Okay. I'll use both camera angles probably for this. So here we go. 3 breaths. You want to look at one spot on the floor, or you tend to fall over. 1. 2. 3. You rock back. Come up. Stand up. Now we are going to do the hands to feet pose. Basically just a forward bend. And one second, let me tuck all this stuff in. Okay, so put your feet together. Kind of reach for the sky, and then bend at the waist and sweep down. Grab your toes,
And we're going to do 3 breaths, gently pulling. 1. 2. 3. You kind of want to reach forward as you bend back up. And there we go. Last thing before the corpse pose is the triangle. So what you're going to do is your back foot is going to be at a 45-degree angle and your front foot is going to be straight out. Okay? Let's try it this way. All right? There. Should be good. Okay. And then your arms at 12 and 3 or 12 and 9, depending on what you think. And you're going to bend down, trying not to twist, and then look up at your top hand. Okay? One. 2. 3. You come up, kind of twist around. So now my right foot is at 45-degree angle, and my left foot is straight out. Same thing. And down. 1. 2. 3. Oh, yeah. Okay, last thing is the corpse pose, which is kind of the last of pretty much every yoga session. You just lay down. You're going to tense every part of your body that you can, including your neck and face. Let it all relax, and then just relax. There's no counting. Stay as long as you like. I'd like to thank you for stopping by and doing yoga with me. There's going to be a bunch of variations of this series with 3, 5, 7, and probably 10 breaths, something like that. And then I'll probably move on to a different series. This is the one I tend to do by myself. I like this one a lot. So thank you very much. Hope to see you again, and you have a great day. I'd say goodbye, and if you're going to stay like this, you might want to pause the video so I don't send you to something else. Have a great day. Bye-bye.